If you want to have fun in this man's land, let Lincoln and Jackson start shaking hands. Oh, greenback dollar bill. Just a little piece of paper, coated with chlorophyll.
KP's Video News.
I didn't know.
That's right, it's KP's Video News. And we're coming to you on Suit Week. It's Suit Week. All right, here we go. It's a company tied to Trump campaign manager gets PPP loan. A company whose largest shareholder is Trump campaign manager Brad Parscale received nearly $800,000 from the federal coronavirus relief fund for small businesses, according to a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The company, Cloud Commerce, was eligible for the low-interest loan through the Paycheck Protection Program, which is aimed at businesses with fewer than 500 workers. The program provides 1% loans that can be forgiven entirely if the company uses 75% of the money to retain and pay workers. Companies can borrow 2.5 times their monthly payroll, up to $100,000 per employee. Cloud Commerce had 49 employees at the end of 2019, according to another filing with the SEC. There's no allegation of illegality associated with the PPP loan. Parscale has been Cloud Commerce's largest beneficial shareholder since 2017, when Cloud Commerce bought two of its companies, now called Parscale Digital and Parscale Media, and added him to its board of directors. He currently owns 35% of the company, according to the recent SEC filing, and the filing indicates he resigned from the board on December 2019. Trump campaign communications director Tim Murtaugh told the news media Brad has absolutely no role with the company. He only has preferred stock. He has no voting rights. He has no idea whatsoever what the company is doing. He doesn't talk to them. They have no business with the campaign or any other company Brad is connected to. Cloud Commerce CEO Andrew Van Noy said in the email that Parscale no longer has any involvement in decision making for the company, including the PPP loan. Luckily, because we received this PPP loan, we have not had to let go of any employees. So this is kind of sketchy here. It's kind of sketchy. And even if the political or media climate diminished the Parscale name, our client base is dedicated to the name and not swayed by politics or media coverage. In addition, there's a large group of clients who find more appeal to Parscale's name because of the political or media pressure, the company wrote in two filings. And so this is, something that's going on here. The lawsuit, Phoneware was named as in a federal lawsuit in late April by a small business named Shea Poppin' Gourmet Popcorn, which applied for but did not receive a PP loan. The lawsuit also names Ruth Chris Steakhouse and J.P. Morgan. Phoneware has said the company did nothing wrong in applying and receiving a PPP loan. It called a lawsuit against it frivolous. And last month, it was reported that Phoneware, a company that built the Trump campaign app, got a $3 million loan from the Paycheck Protection Program. And they have been named in a federal lawsuit in late April by a small business that applied for a loan and didn't get one. And then here you have somebody that's tied to Trump, got a $3 million loan. So there's several companies that have tied to the Trump campaign that have been getting loans like crazy. And here we go. The coronavirus has mutated and appears to be more contagious now, a new study finds. The coronavirus that emerged from Wuhan, China has mutated, and the new dominant strain spreading across the United States appears to be even more contagious, according to a new study. The new strain began spreading in Europe in early February before migrating to other parts of the world, including the United States, becoming the dominant form of the virus across the globe by the end of March, researchers at the Los Alamos National Laboratory wrote. If the coronavirus doesn't subside in the summer, like the seasonal flu, it could mutate further and potentially limit the effectiveness of coronavirus vaccines being developed by scientists. The coronavirus it emerged from Wuhan, China over 4 months ago, and it has mutated. It has definitely mutated, and this is bad news. Computational biologist at Los Alamos and lead author of the study, the Los Angeles Times, said she wrote on her Facebook page, "But please don't be disheartened by it," she continued. Our team at LANL was able to document this mutation and its impact on the transmission only because of a massive global effort of clinical people with experimental groups who make new sequences of the virus in the local communities available as quickly as they possibly can. The study has yet to be peer-reviewed, but the researchers noted that the news of the mutation was of urgent concern, considering the more than 100 vaccines in the process of being developed to prevent COVID-19. So, in early March, researchers in China said they found that 2 different types of the coronavirus could be causing infections worldwide. In a study published on March 3rd, scientists in Peking's University School of Life Sciences and the Institut Pasteur of Shanghai found that a more aggressive type of the new coronavirus had accounted for roughly 70% of analyzed strains, while 30% had linked to the less aggressive type. The more aggressive and the deadly strain was found to be prevalent in the early stages of the outbreak in Wuhan, the Chinese city where the virus was first emerged. So it's 2 different types of coronavirus out there now, and it's just one that is, they both, both equally damaging, but this one, that second one that is mutated to, is the one that's more contagious and it's more deadly than the first. And to date, the researchers have identified 14 mutations. The mutation impacts the spike protein, a multifunctional mechanism that allows the virus to enter the host. The research was supported by the funding of the Medical Research Council. And it's a sad situation, but here's in addition to that, it's like 6 black patients who died from the coronavirus after being denied a test. And this is an ongoing theme. Been talking about it for the longest. And federal data has already confirmed that most of the deadly victims of the COVID-19 in the United States are African American. However, many news reports are failing to report that many of those who have died from the virus were also denied tests. In fact, some were denied a test multiple times. Here are 6 cases. Bassi Offiong, a 25-year-old Nigerian American college student at Western Michigan University, who died from the virus just a few weeks before his graduation. He was denied a test multiple times. Gary Fowler, 56-year-old from Detroit, who died at his home from the virus, reports he literally begged for a test, but was rejected on multiple occasions. Ranazo Mungin, a 30-year-old social studies teacher from Brooklyn, also died from the virus after being on life support for almost a month. Reports told that she was rushed to the hospital 3 different times and was denied a test each and every time. Kayla Williams, a 36-year-old mother from London with 3 children who died from the virus just 24 hours after she called for an ambulance, reports that she was initially told that she was not a priority. Deborah Gatewood, a 63-year-old from Detroit who died from the virus just 2 weeks after testing positive. Reports state that she was denied a test 3 times from the very hospital where she worked. And I talked about some of these stories already. I'm just doing this. But Thomas Fields Jr., a 32-year-old Navy sailor who was stationed at Norfolk, Virginia, who died from the virus. However, his story is a little bit different. He himself was not denied a test, but prior to him feeling sick, his mother began to show the symptoms of the virus, and she was denied a test. Reports The report was that Thomas took care of his mom when she was sent home untested, but sadly he contracted the virus from her, and as she got better, he got worse. He had been given a test. If she had been given a test, she would have been admitted into the hospital, and he wouldn't have been exposed to the virus, and the virus eventually killed him. And as to be expected, these stories have created a national uproar with the nationwide black community. Activists, educators, preachers, and even media personalities have been speaking up about it. And one musician whose son was denied a test even talks about it in a viral R&B song that he wrote, and it's called a coronavirus song. And the way of delivery may be different, but the message is the same. Black and brown people are being discriminated against when it comes to who gets or doesn't get a COVID-19 test, and it's killing us. It's killing us. So demand a test, and you tell them, hey, you know, you got somebody with you, take somebody with you, so you can tell them, hey, you're definitely going to sue them if they don't give you a doggone test, and tell them to give it to you in writing. Give me the reason in writing why I can't get a test, and write it and have it, get it in writing. Make them prove why you're not eligible to get a test.
What I was getting into, but I popped Lincoln and Jackson too. I didn't mind seeing them fade out of sight. I just knew I'd have some fun last night. Whenever you're in town looking for a thrill, if Lincoln can't get it, Jackson sure will. Oh, greenback dollar bill.
KP's Video News.
Just a little piece of paper coated with chlorophyll.